Isn't that saying that I can't even vlog, man. Come on, dude. I hate it here. Anyway, isn't the saying that it always rains whenever good stuff happens? Something like that, right? I am freaking excited for this video, and the reason that I'm so excited for this video is this is the last video of the black car that you guys are gonna see until that car is back at the shop. We're really close to having it wrapped up. About, I'd say 2 months ago, we received the turbos and the front bumper and all of that for the black car, and we brought all of that over to Taylor, and he fabricated a good bit of the kit. I haven't even gotten to see it in person, but if you guys were wanting to see whenever we drop the turbos off, here's that. What's up, guys? I have been waiting for this particular box right here for a good while. Like a good while. Actually, since the last video that we made with the black car, dropping it off to Taylor's, and whenever we went back over there and I was like, okay, I need to get these turbos and everything on order so that way you can start on it. Since then, so I guess like 2 months, something like that. That's how long we've been waiting on this box. In this box is a bunch of goodies from Precision Turbo, and by a bunch of goodies, I mean the black car's new turbos, wastegates, all of that good stuff. Ooh.
That's pretty dope.
I want to give a huge shout out to Precision Turbo and Engine. There's like actually no way that any of this would happen without them. So seriously, I really appreciate you guys a ton. All V-bands, look at this. New V-band flanges for the turbos and for the throttle body and all of that good stuff. Basically, instead of doing rubber couplers and slip-on everything, it is literally going to be solid V-band hard mounted. Every bit of this kit. So there's no like making too much boost and popping couplers off or anything. It's serious kit here. We've got our oil drain flanges. These go at the bottom of the turbos to be able to get oil. More V-bands. Ooh, that's dope. This is a moment that I feel like I've been waiting for forever. This is pretty surreal. We finally are sponsored by Precision Turbo, so we got a sponsor banner. Oh, hell yeah, Batman. Let's check out these boxes first, since I know this is what you guys are not waiting for.
Oh, wastegate.
Ooh, dude. Oh my god, I'm so excited. These are very large. These are very large. Oh my gosh, dude. A little bit bigger wastegates than what we're used to. Damn, dude, this is gonna be sick. All V-band flanges on that too. One out of the way. Yup, other wastegate right there. Precision Turbo dual ceramic ball bearing turbocharger. Holy crap, dude. Alright, well the day has finally come. I have been talking about twin turbo in the black car since literally probably 4 years now. Like 4 years straight. I've been talking and joking around about twin turbo in the black car.
Gavin just talked to Doug on the phone. Doug's not very happy because Gavin wants to twin turbo the Mustang.
The black car. I don't know what to call that car. I hate calling it Satan. That's so stupid. The topic of today's video is rather interesting. First off, I do want to say that I'm not sure why we're doing this. Mainly it's just because we're bored and we don't have that much content to make. But I think we are going to be twin turboing the black car. I don't care what you say, it is happening. Here is the new Precision Gen 2 6466 stainless turbos. Wow, that is very nice. Turbo number 1. So anyways, here's the new turbos. If you guys remember, I was telling you that we were ordering a new hood, and I got a new hood. This is the hood from a GT500 that's already been painted shadow black. It's been sitting in the shop for a while, so it's really dirty. Inside of this box, you guys have probably been seeing it around the shop for a while. So I haven't even talked about it, so here's the first chance, I guess, to promote this. This was sponsored by 777 Performance. This is their custom bumper for the S550 Mustangs. I have not even gotten to see one of these in person before, but it's been sitting here for about probably 4 months now. I didn't want to open up any of it or look at it or anything like that until we started recording, but here we go. This whole thing's got to go get painted, and it's going to get painted gloss black as well, but essentially the 777 Performance bumper is like a similar style to the GT500. Their company just put their own twist on it. So this is going to be the new bumper, and we'll have the GT500 hood up top, plenty of airflow up front, plenty of extraction with that center vent. Then we'll have twin turbos sitting out of the hood. I think it's going to look pretty damn good. And so, obviously, Taylor has made a lot of work since we dropped off the turbos, and we're gonna go see that today. So I hope you guys are excited. But first, the one piece that we are missing, and this is the final piece that we've been waiting on for the black car to get done, to get back over here. This is the last thing. We just got the intake manifold and throttle body in. which means that now Taylor is going to be able to fabricate our intercooler and our charge pipe from the intercooler to the intake manifold. This is literally the last thing that we've been waiting on to arrive. Now that this has arrived, the turbo kit should be pretty good to finish up. So I don't even know. It's pretty surreal, honestly. Like, actually, it's really surreal. One little intake manifold and throttle body is what has been stopping us. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go get this delivered over to Taylor's house. He's at work right now, but we're gonna make another trip over there. It's been 2 months, like I said, since I've been over there and seen the car. He's been sending me a lot of update pictures and it looks crazy. And so today we're gonna go see this thing and see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and load up this intake manifold and throttle body and take the final piece to this black car's turbo build over to Taylor and go check it out. So let's get on the road. It's raining. All right. I think now would be a good time to let you guys know that if you go to itsjustice6.com, every single dollar spent on the site right now because you automatically entered in to win this 2020 wide body Hellcat with a shut up. With a manual transmission. Like literally, you don't even have to, it's just automatically entered. It's just counted automatically. You don't do anything. You just go over there, you just spend some money, and it's counted. Simple. Go get your entries in to win this beautiful Hellcat. All right, we just got to Taylor's house. He's actually at work today. It's a weekday, so we're like, I guess just gonna roll up into his house. Thanks, Taylor. You guys ready? Ooh. Ooh, the land of horsepower. I haven't seen this car in so long. You ready?
Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? In fact, it's good in a while. They want us to simmer down.
Right here, where the Sharpie line is drawn, they're going to be cut and folded out into twin teardrops. And then whenever the hood shuts, that is actually right above the level of the hood. So there's going to be 4 pipes total sticking out the top in teardrops all over the front.
Are you cutting into this one?
Yeah, we're going to cut this one up and then use this one as a template to cut the GT500 hood that I have at the shop. So the reason that we did this giant offset turbo too is that the center of the hood is going to have that giant GT500 vent, which obviously we're not going to have any turbos there, so it'll clear perfectly, which will allow a lot of ventilation, a lot of air to pass through the front bumper, pass through an intercooler and everything. We'll have extreme extraction out of the top. And also we'll have the turbos sticking, the housings themselves, you'll be able to see the turbine wheel from the front of the car. It's gonna be a f you type of car, to be honest. This blue tape line right here is to show where on the new hood the vent is gonna be. There's not these vents on the new hoods, so this is, we're gonna remove these and use this as a template hood again, but the turbos should be sticking out, one right here and one right here. We'll have the big giant vent in the center, so you'll see the wheel, and then we'll have 2 pipes on each side going out from the freaking just straight into the center of the windshield. This is going to be dumb. So now the funniest part honestly about all of this is if you notice both turbos are not the same. If you look closely, these turbos are actually inverted from each other. So this one points downwards and you see it points downwards like this. Turbos typically all are the same way, right? They always typically do like that. But if you look at this one, check it out. We've got one going the opposite direction. And what that makes for is whenever you stand back, this is called a mirror image turbo setup. Once we get everything done completely, you'll see 2 turbos, and if you split the line down the middle, it'll look like a mirror on the other side. We'll have turbos facing the exact same direction going down to an intercooler down here. We'll have a charge pipe coming straight up the center, straight into our intake manifold, which, speaking of, at this point, I can go ahead and set this damn thing onto the block. This is again just an empty mock block that we've got in the car. So no rods, no pistons, no anything inside of here. This is basically just an empty piece of metal just for mocking things up. Anyway though, I'm gonna grab our new intake manifold over there, which is again what we've been waiting on. If you guys see the headers, check this out. So our headers, everything is, we've got just titanium, dude. Just freaking titanium. Is that serious? We'll also have a video coming up soon. Actually, the day that we pick up the car, I'm gonna come back over here and me and Taylor are going to take off the down pipes and dump pipes for the wastegate, and we're actually going to burn them and blue them ourselves. So it's gonna be pretty sick. And then we'll put them all back on. It'll be blued titanium and be just absolutely ridiculous. You guys are just seeing the interim build process of this fucking beast of a car. I can't even explain it in other words other than that. It is going to be a fucking beast. We've got some pretty hefty precision turbos on here with a very freaking maximum effort RPG engine. It's crazy because literally me and her met, okay? That's why this is funny. Me and her met. About a year later, I finally go and pick up this car, okay? And so like we've been together through every single freaking step of this car, and it was day one whenever I got this car. If you ask her, I literally wanted to have a twin turbo setup on one of these cars so bad. My goal originally, I'd never told anybody, but my goal from day one whenever I had this car was to pull the Roush blower that was on it off and swap to a twin turbo setup and do something just really crazy with it. But sadly, really just because of things not going exactly to plan, didn't get to make it happen until lots of money and literally years later. It's been a crazy adventure with this car, and it seems like we're just getting started almost. This will be, I would say, the final iteration of this car. After this, I don't ever plan to change this car up at all. If I ever change anything, it'll be changing transmissions or changing turbo size or something like that, but this car is going to stay like this. This is the final form of this car. It's just really cool to be able to see it coming together, like in my mind, how I've seen it since day one of having this car literally 4 years ago now. There it is. I just hand tightened down a few bolts. This is what it's gonna look like. I'm not even gonna take, well, I guess I can, but I'm gonna tape it back. But I'll show you guys how beautiful. Oh my God. So that is what we're gonna see whenever we look at the top of this car. Mirrored image turbos, titanium blued piping whenever we're done. Charge pipe coming up the center, some big Mishimoto radiators here, I'm sure. It's just, this thing is gonna be wild, man. You know what it also is gonna be? It's also gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass to work on, but luckily, Taylor's got V-bands on the entire thing, so whenever we need to get to our coil packs or anything like that, which if you notice, we've got some pretty tight fitment here, so we're gonna have to do a lot of heat mitigation, like a whole lot. I can't even believe this. I really can't even believe that this is actually really happening, to be honest. That's where we're at with the car. Turbo kit is nearly finished up. Obviously everything is mounted firmly. Been waiting on the intake manifold. Now that the manifold is here, Taylor can go ahead and fit the intercooler up to the front, make our piping to go to the sides of the intercooler, and then from the top of the intercooler up to feed into the intake manifold right there in the throttle body. After that, we will come back over here, blue those pipes, take the car home with us, and I've got to get a lot, I guess I gotta just scramble to get all the parts that I need to finish this car up, honestly. There's a lot of stuff that I'm looking at now that I'm really gonna have to think about and gonna have to order and get prepped and stuff. As you guys see, speaking of where the stock fuse box was, the stock fuse box was all right here where there's now a turbo, so I'm gonna have to do a fuse box relocation kit and relocate this entire wiring harness and everything and flip it to the inside of the frame rail, or the outside rather. Obviously it's touching the header down there, so we can't have that happening. But yeah, this is hands down the craziest thing and probably the most ambitious build that we have ever done on this channel. I almost feel guilty for it. There is so much money being dumped into this car, and I don't even really know 100% what I'm gonna do with it, because like I'm gonna be so afraid. I can't be afraid. I'm gonna be afraid to blow this thing up, but like I'm gonna want to beat the fucking piss out of it, I have a feeling. That is pretty much the update on the car. With that being said, guys, we're gonna head back to the shop. For now, we are saying goodbye to this thing once again for the last time though. Next time that we should be here, we should be picking this thing up. With that being said, guys, we are headed out back to the shop. That was the update on the black car. You guys have all been wondering what's going on with it. There it is. We are very freaking, I say we, Taylor is very close to getting that turbo kit finished fabbing up, and then we'll be picking it up, taking it back to the shop, and I just cannot wait. Like I really just can't. One more reminder before we go, guys, don't forget you can go grab your entries to win this 2020 wide body manual Hellcat Challenger right now at itsjustasix.com. Every single dollar spent gets you automatically entered in to win it. You don't have to even do anything. Just automatically counts your entries and you'll get a call from us in a few weeks if you happen to be our lucky winner. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time.
Walking through my hood, yeah, this mob shit. Shoot my pistol till my ass exhausted. Bitch, I want that cake and I want frosting. I'm a cold stone cold Steve Austin.